The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, now Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over. ball with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
On second, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Brady. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kenny Galladay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point. And will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining 1st quarter of play. On 1st down, Allen fighting to stay up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the second, it's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen dancing to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing deep for Galladay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Brady's throw there complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on a catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down and 7.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
Come on, guys, let's go!
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second and 10. Here's Brady. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Stevenson a 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed. left-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On play action, it's Brady.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Allen. And he's taken down here by the Saints. C.J. Mosley able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Steps away to his left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
Allen hit. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that lap.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Room here to run. Dances. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nick Chubb, 59 yards.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
Singletary, a first down and more. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 20.
79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. forced out to his left. Looking for the end zone. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.